so happy to have so many great partners here in Toledo to help us make the Glass City a better place to live. Well, two of those fine organizations are Charles Boyk Law and Worcel's Bike Shop, and we're teaming up with them to make sure deserving kids have some fun this summer with the new bike. We have Annika Godlewski here from Charles Boyk, along with Madison Shook, the first Bike for Kids recipient. She won that new bike, and her stepdad, Ron Jadkazinski, who nominated her. Folks, thank you so much for coming in today. We appreciate it. All right, so you got a new bike this week. Have you ridden it yet?
No.
No, we have, maybe because it's been too hot outside. Ellen's working on those temperatures, so maybe you'll be able to take it for a spin next week when it cools down a little bit. But let's first of all talk about this program. Why did you guys get involved in it?
We started the program in 2009 as a way to try to focus on bike safety. We were trying to encourage kids to wear their helmets, be cautious just while riding around, and also to inform other drivers, like kids are really hard to see when they're on bikes, so keep an eye out. So we just paired with Worcel's Bike Shop. We buy 10 bikes every summer and we give them to kids who are making a difference in the world.
I mean, some people might say, why a law firm? Like, what do you guys have to do with kids and bikes?
Yeah, and that's so hard because so many attorneys in town, they depend on just different forms of advertising to get the word out. We don't want to do that. We want to focus on child safety, bringing awareness to preventing the accidents that so many of the attorneys in Toledo have to deal with. So we don't want to see any more kids get hurt. So that's why we started it.
Fabulous. All right. So the first winner, your stepdad here, nominated you. I see you have some shirts on. Something tells me it has something to do with that. Why did you nominate her?
Yeah, Madison started, along with a friend of hers, the Bullfrogs Against Bullying back in, I think it was back in like September. And it kind of was just a fun thing at first, and it's evolved into, or evolving I should say, it's continuing into something pretty special, and she's been working really hard with it. And sometimes, especially for kids, it's the hard work. They don't always see the outcome. I mean, she enjoys working with the kids, and we've actually met some really special people along the way. And I saw this on the a commercial or something. I said, wow, I said this is perfect, So I nominated her, and then when Annika called me, and I was actually at work, but I was like in tears, and she told me that she was actually receiving the first bike, which is in honor of a young lady named Kayla, and which she could tell you probably the whole story, but who was bullied anyways, and so it was really, really very fitting. So I thought it was very special, and just wanted her to see that there are people that appreciate what she's doing.
So Madison, tell me a little bit about why you decided to start this Bullfrogs Against Bullying.
Well, when I was in 3rd grade, I believe, I was abused by my father, and it got out to people. And I was being bullied quite a lot. So I decided to start this because I wasn't gonna.
You weren't gonna stand for it anymore, huh?
Yeah.
And you had quite a pretty special presentation with the bike, right? Who presented you with that bike?
The two sisters of Kayla.
And she died, right? Because she passed away. She had been bullied, and our family says that she took her life because of that bullying. So this is a very serious issue, and I think it's wonderful that you're doing something about it. How old are you?
11.
11 years old, right? And we're going to do something about this, and we're going to kick this bullying to the curb, right? And show everybody how we need to be, nice and kind to one another, right?
And
so if you want to nominate somebody, how can you go about doing that? You have about 10 more bikes or so left to give away, right?
Bikesforkidstoledo.com. You just have to tell us in 150 words or less what that child has done to make a difference in the life of another kid or person, really, or just made a difference in their world. So, wonderful. And we just think Madison is saving lives. She might not know it yet, but you're really making a huge difference, and we really appreciate you.
Absolutely. So if you know somebody who you'd like to nominate to get one of these bikes, Madison, wonderful work. We really appreciate everything that you're doing. Keep it up and enjoy that bike this summer. It's hopefully going to get cooler, and it'll be a little bit more comfortable to go for a ride, right? Folks, thank you so much for coming in today.
Thank you.
We appreciate it. Sure thing. Well.